this session, we're going to do some basic mark making in a grid format. I have a 6x9 journal here. I'm working on mixed media paper. I made this journal, and I'll probably make a reel and share with you how I did that. It's got all kinds of mark making in it and collage. Here's some collage that was accomplished or created through mark making. But in this session, I want to keep it very simple, kind of as a point to begin with a mark making experience. And this is something that you can always return to for a moment of calm, to ground your nervous system, and to experience a moment of mindfulness. So I've got this charcoal pencil, and you know what? I think I'm going to start with a mechanical pencil. And I always hold my pencils toward the tip. It allows for easy flow and just movement from my shoulder. I'm allowing my shoulder to guide the rest of my arm and my hand. So notice how your shoulder's moving. Feel the movement in your body. Now I'm going to move to the charcoal pencil. And these are just paint or ink overflow from other pages that I've created, which ultimately will lend to the beauty of this finished page. So it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm left-handed, so I tend to begin from the lower right corner and move to the left. If you're right-handed, you may want to begin from here and just work your way over. I think I'm going to adjust the way I hold my pencil. Breathe. Feel that shoulder moving, your arm and your hand, ensuring and being mindful of the fact that your hand is loose and you're holding your drawing instrument loosely. Okay, this is interesting. I immediately noticed as I moved to my second grid that it is a little bit larger in scope or scale, but it also appears to be a little looser and a little lighter in terms of the mark making. These marks are a little harder, a little more jagged, a little heavier in weight. And you guys, this was not at all intentional. It was purely intuitive. It's what my subconscious needed to do at this point. And I'm not going to stop and analyze it. I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to get a brush. This is a number 4 round. And when you go over a charcoal pencil with water, dry off the side of the brush, it activates the charcoal and moves it along the page. Can you see how that's happening there? And again, I'm just lightly going over that. There's no right or wrong. This is all about being present. Again, paying attention to the movement in your shoulder and allowing it to guide your hand. We're not drawing, we're not illustrating, we're not writing, we're mark making. I'm going to hold my page down here because it's a little buckled from the work that precedes it, the pages that precede it. I really appreciate how different these two pages turned out. Okay, so this is where I began on the right page, on the right grid, and you can see how my marks are heavy in weight, they're darker, they're quite a bit sharper in terms of hard corners, and then we move to this page, which is my second grid, and it's much looser. The lines are lighter, they flow, they're more rounded. Even when they bend into a more geometrical shape, they're rounded. So I just find that all really interesting. So I'm going to take some golden titanium white, and I really want this to be very abstract and virtually no control. So I'm just, is this even, oh it is, okay. I wasn't sure if I'd opened the bottle yet. So I've applied it straight from the bottle to the bottom of my palette knife. And there I go, knocking the bottle over. And I'll do the same to the other page. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll see if I want to add anything else. I really love this little splash of walnut ink, so I might come in with that. Rather than walnut ink, I picked up, because this was on my desk, it is Infusions, just walnut, and this is a powder. I think you can see that in the camera. And so I sprinkled just the lightest touch on here. I put a little tiny bit in this plastic dish. I'm going to sprinkle some water in here, and then let's see here. just the lightest sprinkle. And then I think what I want to do, I have a fan brush here. This is my favorite brush to use for splattering. Okay, so I've added water to the powder, and I just used the tiniest sprinkle of this infusion powder, and then squirt my little dish with water. Set that aside so I don't spill it. And I'm finished with mine. I love this. Very calm, very soothing in these warm neutrals. It's going to take a little bit of time to dry. Thanks for being here today. Click the happy little thumbs up hand down below to let me know that you like this video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'd love to see you over on bloom_true on Instagram. And if you haven't visited our website yet, it is bloom-true.com. And when you subscribe there to our newsletter, for a limited time left, you will receive a private e-course along with some really sweet collage papers and journaling cards to create a self-love art journal in that private e-course. You can do that with me in that course. And again, that's going to be for a limited time, and then we're going to be offering something different for those who subscribe to our newsletter. Thanks again, and say hi in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. Thanks for being here.